I want to do my project on the way we interact with technology in the cyber world around us. More often than not, we use some variant of a keyboard and a mouse to manipulate, manage, and store data in various devices. In laptops, the mouse is often replaced with a trackpad. We can track our fingers' movements to move the cursor. In mobile devices, the keyboard is programmed into the system itself. Now, the most common layout for a keyboard is going to be QWERTY, Q-W-E-R-T-Y, and named for the way it's laid out across the top left-hand corner of the keyboard. This was originally designed to slow Morse code operators down so that the receivers could understand what the sender was saying. During our surveying and prototyping, we found that most users had a preference towards three main things. The first is having a tactile response so that the user could feel the keys as they were typing. The second is that most users had a preference towards a wireless keyboard and mouse. And the last is that users would not accept any alternative unless it was easier for them to use. So that leads us to our workbench and our prototype. As you can see, the device is powered down and is just a blank canvas. You have your spacebar here, your display area here, and a pin pad at the top left-hand corner. When a user first powers up the device, it'll pull up variant 1. More often than not, especially on the first time, this will be a QWERTY keyboard. Now this will allow the user to get more comfortable with the device and allow them to program the variants they're going to be using in the future. After all, this device is about customization and enhanced functionality. Here we can see the second variant that I programmed for this device. Not only was I able to change the alphabetical ordering, but since we're using an LED display as opposed to plastic keys, I was able to change the color scheme as well. Now let's say you're a MathWiz. I programmed variant 3 just for you. As you can see, we now focus more on the numerical side of it. We have various signs: addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. We can program the keyboard to calculate squares, roots, derivatives, cosine, tangent, pi, and various other mathematical formulas. If you're like me, every once in a while you like to play a good old-fashioned prank on your friends. That's where variant 4 comes in. As you can see, I've mixed up the entire keyboard, put Z up here, C here, D here, mixed all the numbers up, and I'll leave it for my friends to figure out how to go to the next screen. Now, I'm not just about mathematics and pranks. I'm also a supporter of the arts. So variant 5 is my photography variant. It allows me to readily crop, fade, contrast, add new layers to photos, quickly undo, redo while I'm editing, and with the trackpad feature, I can draw and it'll appear on the screen to make editing that much more simple. Finally, the last variant that I built, variant 6, is the music variant. I made this for up-and-coming composers who can pick the different notes and their timings that they want to use, the different keys that they want to plug in. It also allows for you to record and edit music with equalizer, an octaver, a distortion, gain, reverb. It allows you to play music, stop, and allows you to record. Those were just a few of the variants that I was able to program into my prototype. As you can see, you can do everything from math to music. Hopefully this demonstrated the functionality and practicality, as well as the ease of use of implementing this prototype on all personal and professional computers.